Welcome to today's episode of the Simply Financial Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Calandra. Would like to increase your financial IQ with today's episode, which will focus on backdoor Roth IRA contributions. This is a term that you might have heard of before. We might have discussed it with you here at Elliott Wealth Management Services, or you may have read about it, heard about it, saw it on social media, something like that. But let's get into it. A backdoor Roth IRA is a strategy that's used by high income earners so that they could contribute to a Roth IRA even though their income exceeds the limits set by the IRS. The Roth IRA, I should say, is a very powerful retirement savings vehicle because it offers tax-free growth and the ability to make tax-free withdrawals in retirement. This makes it a very special retirement planning tool. So here's the thing. The IRS imposes income limits on who can contribute to a Roth IRA. So if you make too much money, you are generally, I'm going to say generally because I'm going to talk about how you can actually do it. Generally, you can't contribute to a Roth IRA if you're a single or head of household and your income in 2023 is $153,000 or more. That figure is $228,000 for couples filing married jointly. So if your income exceeds these thresholds, you're typically, generally, not eligible to make direct contributions to your Roth IRA. But there is this backdoor strategy that I want to share with you. It takes into account a few different rules. First off, the rule about the income limits we discussed. Secondly, there is a provision that's been around for a very long time where someone can make a non-deductible IRA contribution. Anyone that has earned income, regardless if you have a employer-sponsored retirement plan, you can contribute to a non-deductible IRA. You can make an IRA contribution. You do not take a deduction for it. Money would grow tax deferred, and then you could take it out later in life and only pay taxes on the earnings. This is the non-deductible IRA, something that was not used much, if at all, in the marketplace. It's still not used much, if at all, in the marketplace, except when pursuing a backdoor Roth IRA strategy. And the third rule is that the IRS allows anyone to convert traditional IRA money, pre-tax IRA money, and non-deductible IRA money to a Roth IRA. There's no limits for that. You can make $10 million and do a conversion if you want. So the workaround for the backdoor Roth IRA contribution strategy, the workaround is as follows. You make a non-deductible contribution to a traditional IRA. As I said, there are no income limits for contributing to a traditional IRA if you don't take the deduction for it. So that is step one. Step two is you convert that traditional IRA to a Roth IRA. Once you've made the non-deductible contribution to the traditional IRA, you can convert that amount to the Roth IRA. This conversion can be done by contacting your financial planning team. Hopefully that's us here at Elliott Wealth Management, or by contacting your IRA provider and requesting a conversion. They could walk you through the forms that are required to be completed. So that's the backdoor Roth IRA. I do a backdoor Roth IRA every year, as does my wife, Joelle. We do it a lot for clients that fall into this category. We are big fans here at Elliott Wealth Management of Roth IRAs or Roth contributions generally, especially at younger ages. It's a very powerful tool, as I already mentioned at least once. And it's also a great strategy when you've maximized other retirement plan contributions, like you've already maxed out your 401k and other options available at work, that then the backdoor Roth IRA starts to have some great appeal. I want to be clear about two things as we wrap up. Number one is this discussion is about IRAs. There are no income limits for Roth 401ks. So if you are involved in an employer-sponsored 401k and they allow for Roths, and the vast majority of 401ks today do allow for Roth contributions, the income limits that I discussed before are not applicable. Anyone, regardless of income, can contribute to a Roth option within their 401k. These rules we spoke about, once again, are only for the IRA universe. The second thing is that there are tax implications to this. Depending on your individual circumstances, what I described to you might be a bit different. So I urge you to get some professional advice, do your research before embarking on a backdoor Roth IRA strategy. Your individual situation is important. So take that as a word to the wise. So thanks for listening to today's episode. I hope you enjoyed the information regarding backdoor Roth IRAs. I'll be back with you on the next episode of the Simply Financial podcast very soon. In the meanwhile, go to the website, elliottwealth.com, check out the work we do with clients, and please subscribe to the podcast. Thanks for listening today.
The views expressed are not necessarily the opinion of SagePoint Financial Incorporated and should not be construed directly or indirectly as an offer to buy or sell any securities mentioned herein. Investing is subject to risks, including loss of principal invested. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. No strategy can assure a profit nor protect against loss. Please note that individual situations can vary. Therefore, the information should be relied upon when coordinated with individual professional advice. Please note, the information being provided is strictly as a courtesy. When you link to any of the websites provided here, you are leaving this website. We make no representation as to the completeness or accuracy of the information provided at these websites, nor is the company liable for any direct or indirect technical or system issues or any consequences arising out of your access to your use of third-party technologies, websites, information, and programs made available through this website. When you access one of these websites, you are leaving our website and assume total responsibility and risk for your use of the websites you are linking to. Securities and advisory services are offered through SagePoint Financial Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance services offered through Elliott Wealth Management, LLC, not affiliated with SagePoint Financial.